Hi, welcome to our next video today. This is a standard easel card design that I'm going to share with you today using lots of different strips of the designer series paper as another focal point for the design. An easel card has this sort of mechanism like so, and it folds nice and flat as well. Okay, so to make this card you're going to need your longest piece of thick white card, and you're going to score that at 14.9 centimetres. Okay, you can then put your scorer to one side, and then you're going to fold this one of your pieces into the centre like so to create your easel mechanism. So you have something that looks like that. Okay. You then have a piece of thick basic white card again. This is the same measurement, the same size as the card front, so it's 10.5 centimetres by 14.9, and you're going to add your glue to this bottom panel here. Okay. Stick on your piece of white card, and there you have your completed mechanism for your easel card that folds nice and flat. Okay, what I would recommend you doing is just giving your pieces a really good score, really good crease with your bone folder to make them nice and sharp. Okay, you can put that to one side. The next pieces that you have a piece of cherry cobbler and a piece of basic white. You can go ahead and attach those together like so. One of these pieces sits inside your card. You want to put that in the middle so it's got a nice border of white around the edge, and the other piece you're going to pop on that panel you've put on the front of your card. Okay. So very straightforward so far. So it's starting to come together. So your inside matches the outside, and we can put that to one side. Next, you have a smaller piece of basic white that fits just inside that top layer of your card. Okay. You also have some strips of the designer series paper in different patterns, and we are going to lay those on this piece of white in a diagonal system to create that design. It doesn't matter which papers you use, so be as creative as you wish. Okay, so I'm going to start with this little green piece like so, and I'm going to add them so that you get, just got glue on my finger, so that you've got a little piece of the white showing like so. And then I'm going to build these up across our card front like so. Okay. And I'm just going to alternate my patterns as I go. To build up a little bit of a design. This is great for using up any excess pieces. Actually, I'm not going to put that one on yet. I'm going to put this one on. Great for using up those scraps of patterned paper. this nice stripe on. Carrying on going. I'll put that on the paper this time rather than on the card. And then for this last one, I'm going to use this piece. Okay. So it looks a bit of a mess right now, but it's one of those designs that will all come together at the last minute. There we have it. So what you're going to do now is you're going to turn it over and you're going to trim off all these excess pieces that are overhanging that original piece of white card that we started with. Okay. And I love how this all comes together when we turn this over. Move those pieces out of the way. So the we're then left with this little design, which we quite simply pop on our card front. Okay, and then you have two pieces like this. So onto the white piece we're going to stamp our sentiment, and I'm stamping in cherry cobbler ink, and I'm stamping Santa Paws is coming to town. I've used this sentiment throughout the designs. Stick that on to our piece of cherry cobbler. I'm going to go add my doodling. Do enjoy a bit of doodling. Okay. This is going to get stuck to our card front. Putting that sort of a third of the way down, and then all we've got left to do for our card front is to pop on our little doggy, which we can put on with some dimensionals just to raise ever so slightly. Okay, and then inside we need a little stopper. So for this original one we're going to use our little mouse, and what that does is that just stops your top part from falling down. Okay, I would recommend using a foam pad for this, so you've got a really good chance of it stopping the card, and you're going to put that about a third of the way up, and then when you close you then have your stopper like so. So that is our finished single easel card. If you enjoyed making that, watch out for the last video in this series. It is a triple version of the easel card, and that's it for now. Bye for now, guys.